Assalamu alaikum. Peace be upon you. Welcome back. Video 2 from the same day. Again, we will go over these things later. There's going to be links to some other things. But in this video, what I wanted to talk about was just the reason why I'm going through this Quran. First of all, why this channel? Why this video? First and foremost, I would like this to be a reminder to myself, my wife and I. We're just a young American Muslim couple. And, there isn't that much online on English translation of the Quran. So I want to go cover to cover. If I need to, I'll get permission from the users as well too. But basically the Quran in Arabic has not been changed. Muslims already know that. But the reason this is among my favorite mushafs, again, I have not read the Quran cover to cover with English translation. I would like to read the entire translation of the Quran. So let's just quickly look at this real quick. Again, English translation of the meaning of Al-Quran, the Quran, the guidance to mankind. I like the logo that they use here. That Rabbi Shahli Sadri. Yep. Oh Allah, open my heart. That's the logo. This is actually originally published in '97 by a brother from Texas. One of the founding members of ICNA as well. So here it is in Arabic. This is the hardcover version. I think you can get the soft cover for about $20. Let's just kind of go through it. If anybody would like to order this book as well too, highly recommend it. You're going to be seeing it, inshallah, being used the rest of this. This is the 11th edition. Came out in November 2012. Yes. Like I said, this is a translation to the Quran. That's why there are many editions. The Quran itself only has one version. Anywhere you go in the Muslim world, you'll find that. Anyway, to read the Quran online and to get more copies or sponsor its distribution, visit their website. Very simple, Al-Quran, with 2 A's, Quran.org. Now, I'm going to go ahead and read the dedication to you guys. Now, this is actually, I would like to mention this. When you're reading the translation of the Quran, or when you're reading like tafsir or anything like that, you do not have to have wudu, but let's kind of read when we actually come to reading the Quran, right? First, it says, let's read this together. So that's what we're going to be doing on this channel. If I have to use recitation, I'm going to use it from QuranExplorer.com or something similar to that, just digital Quran. But I'm just going to read the dedication in the beginning. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of Allah, the Compassionate, the Merciful. Dedicated to mankind. Attention please. The Holy Quran is revealed in Arabic. So the Quran is only the Arabic text, not its translation in any other language. So just want to mention what that means. Basically, a translation of the Quran is not the Quran. It's a translation of the meaning of the Quran. Quran is only what it is in Arabic. So if you don't have to have wudu to read the translation. So heads up. Anyhow, let's keep going. We'll talk about that wudu in a little bit. Whoever finds any mistake in this translation of the meaning of the Quran, the guidance for mankind, we request him to write to us indicating that there's a mistake and it's placed with correct translation. We thank all those who pointed out the mistakes to improve this translation for seeking the pleasure of Allah, of God. Allah is the guardian over what we say. Basically, they're saying, again, this is the translation. This is Arabic plus the translation. But yes, there can be mistakes in translation and in meaning. But again, the Arabic is what God said. It's preserved and has not been changed till this day. Now, here's the important part. What I wanted to get to you guys for point of note. Please note, the requirement of reading this book is to touch it with clean hands. So whether you're a Muslim, and even if you're a non-Muslim, Muslims we encourage. We're supposed to be in a state of wudu, be in a state of tahara, be in a state of cleanliness before we read God's words. So Muslims, we have a ritual, spiritual purification. Maybe you guys, I'm pretty sure a majority of Muslims are aware of that. Again, and this book was published in Texas. All right. There is a biography on the person who put this book together. I am not going to read that. Maybe at the end, if we go through this whole project, we can maybe do that. But it is over here if you guys would like to read it. Feel free to pause. hopefully this video is in 1080p HD, and yeah, we'll see. Basically, this is a contemporary translation. Now I was kind of going to. My plan is to actually kind of go through some of these, so we have a little bit of context before we delve right into this. Okay, so what I mean to say by that is like Surah Index. Maybe I will do a video where I would like to write all these. So there's an index right here, and also another thing, if anybody would like to know, to embrace Islam, one is required only to make a following statement, the kalima, and then follow the Quran and the traditions of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. So very, very simple statement. This is, it's depicted here. That's the word God, Allah, alif lam lam ha, the shadda over there, sukoon and ha, but it just means God. And this is actually I think in one of the Kufi scripts written very tall. This is La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. So this statement written right here, and this. Now I'm going to be pointing with my finger because that's what Quran teachers recommend that you do. And that statement, La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah, means there is none worthy of worship except Allah, the one and only God. And again, Allah is just the Arabic word for God. We'll talk about that word Allah, but basically, I'm just going to say it real quick. The word Allah does not have pronouns. Like, it's not masculine or feminine. It's not he or she, even though it just translates in English as he. But it's singular. You cannot make it gods with an S. You can't make it with, like, ilah means God, but you can't say it's always capitalized. That's the way Allah is. Meaning it's always proper. It's gender neutral because the creator is different from the creation. We can't attribute attributes of creation to the creator. Anyhow, let's get back to it. There's none worthy of worship except the one and only God. And Muhammad is the last and final messenger, is the Rasul of God. Okay, let's not make this too long. This video I will now read the foreword because I think it's nice. Also, it gives a little bit of context of that. It's a 4-page foreword, kind of long. And then there's a short biography about the Prophet. And the reason I'm reading this is so we have a little bit of context before you read the Quran, okay? About the purpose of this one and why we're doing this. But okay, guys, hope you like this video. If you do, like it. Hopefully, it's on a couple of different things. I hope you guys are having a great day, evening, night. And I sincerely wish you guys the best. Please make dua that we can do this more consistently. And assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.